Okay, from our nozzle screen, we're now going to look at our nozzle function screen. On the nozzle function screen, we have a delay nozzle forward and delay nozzle back. What that's going to give us is when the injection unit or when the carriage tries to come forward, it is going to delay for the amount of time that you have set in there. There's also a mold weight function, which on this machine, being a small machine, that is not functional. This is only functional on machines that are 1,850 tons and above. Mold adjust and robot. These functions here are not accessible by the customer. They're accessible from a higher access code level. If you feel you have a problem here, you need to contact Absolute Haitian Technical Department, and a service engineer will come in and adjust these if you feel there's a problem. The next screen is the parameter screen. We have constant output for pressure and flow, where these are the pressure and flows that the machine is going to use to move the carriage in the setup mode. Nozzle valve delay time. This is if you have a shut-off nozzle on the machine. This is just the delay time for that function to happen. Then you have pressure and flow limits on the right-hand side of the screen. Max nozzle forward pressure is set for 943. So if we go back to the nozzle screen and we look at what one of our pressure limits are, it's at 942. On the nozzle screen, it will not let you go right to the limit. It's always 1 psi lower. So we'll go back to the parameter screen. The nozzle backward pressure is the same thing. Max nozzle velocity is at 1.2. This stays in the metric system. So if we look at our nozzle, and we look at what our flow is, we can go maximum of 30% of 100%. Then we have our max mold adjust pressure. This is used for die height. And then we have our max mold adjust velocity. So if we go back to our nozzle screen and look at what the pressure max is, 870 psi for our nozzle adjust. So if we go back to the parameter screen, and that takes care of the parameter screen.